Are you thinking about going to university and you don't know if that's the right decision for you? If so, then hopefully this video will give you a couple of bits of advice. Listen, I went to university for 6 weeks actually, and if it was up to me, that would have probably been 6 weeks too long. I mean, I went to university in 1998, 1999, and I think, to be honest, the world was probably a very different place to what it is today. And look, I never wanted to go to uni. I always felt that I wanted to get out there and work and go and find my way in the world and make some money. I had parents who were very, very pro-education, and I guess it was a combination of, for me, being forced into going to uni and feeling that I was going to let my parents down if I didn't go. But over the last 15 plus years, things have changed very much, and I am acutely aware of the expense that going to university creates for people, whether that's for the students themselves or for the parents who are supporting them. And I think the decision people need to make now really is that university going to benefit you in your career going forwards? And again, I'm generalising a bit here, but again, you go back to the time that I was at uni, or the time I was supposed to go to uni, and for the people in the kind of educational era prior to that, going to university was almost fundamental to being able to get a decent job. Whereas in today's world, I think that the proliferation of extra universities, extra colleges, for me, has really diluted the quality. Diluted the concept of what having a degree actually means. And listen, okay, there's going to be some very top degrees from some very top universities, which are going to, undoubtedly help get your foot in the door in certain businesses, in certain institutions. But my generalization advice is, if you want to pursue a career that needs a specific skill taught at university, I don't know, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a vet, you want to be something along those lines, then yes, 100% going to university is the thing for you. But if you want to have a career in business, or if you want to have a career in many other fields, I don't know whether that's in events management, in entertainment, in PR and marketing, then going to university is not the only route that you can look at, and quite often is not the best route that you can look at. So is uni right for you? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I think what people need to start doing now is stop putting the cart before the horse. In the olden days, it was very much you do your GCSEs, you do your A levels, you then go to university, and then you then try and find your job. So what I want you to do is really think about what you're trying to achieve in the end. And if that is something that definitely needs university, then yeah, you've got no choice. But if it's something where there are alternative routes to that career path, maybe it's an apprenticeship, maybe it's a different kind of education, maybe it's home learning, maybe it's online learning. Find out what is the best situation for you, what is the most economical solution for you, and follow that. Because, like I say, going to university is not that badge of guaranteed success that it once was. And I don't want you guys wasting 3 or 4 years of your life and getting in unnecessary debt when there's other routes that you can take. So look, if you've got a question that you want me to answer, whether it's about education, entrepreneurship, life and relationships, etc. in general, I want to hear from you. And if you like what I've had to say today, then jump on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, jump on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and get in touch with me. And if you don't like what you've heard today, then still jump on those things and tell me why you didn't like it, and I want to tailor my next question to you.